Okay, we're here now at the Woodshoot Wilderness area. We're right around the corner from our house, basically. We're in between Prescott Valley and Jerome in Arizona. Today we're just going to do a short, about 3.5, 4 mile hike. Reason being is because we've been out of action for a short while because of the whole COVID thing. We both got a slight case of it, but nothing serious. Only a couple of days of feeling tired and no other feelings other than that. So, but we're here at the gate, at the trailhead of Hickey Mountain, which is right next to Woodshoot Mountain, which is actually behind me. And we're gonna head out this way, and it should be a pretty easy hike. We're just gonna kind of hike out to that ridge out there and out to the peak and overlook basically our home city of Prescott Valley. So again, it's going to be an easy one today, but it's going to be a nice little warm-up hike before the bigger hikes that we're going to do in the very near future. So as you can see, there's already snow out here. It was kind of surprising because from the house we looked up here and we saw no snow, but once you get up here, there is definitely snow on the ground, and but it shouldn't be a big factor in today's hike. And don't know if you can hear that, but that's gunshots. They're not supposed to be shooting up here. There's a bunch of signs that say no shooting, but it seems like they shoot anyway. So, but it's so that's it. We're gonna get on with this hike, starting here at the gate, and make it the best as we can for such a short hike. Hey, you ready for this?
Yes!
All right. The other quick thing that I didn't mention just a second ago was about that we're starting at noon and it's already pretty cold out here. It's about 39 degrees without the wind. So as you can see, I put the beanie on instead of just a hat. And so it's gonna be a cold one. If this wind picks up anymore, then it's gonna get really cold. But hopefully that's not gonna happen. Yesterday was very, very windy. It was probably very cold up here. But today it's a lot more calm, but the wind kind of comes and goes. The sun feels warm, but the air itself is February feeling. So as you just saw, the road that we're walking on is accessible by vehicle. We could have driven the truck, the Jeep, in here, but we just chose to walk it after, from the gate because we need a hiking today. And if we just drive, close to the summit, then we end up being like a mile hike, whatever. So we want to get some mileage in on our legs. But we did come across even like places like this. It's another campground basically. But it's not an official campground, which makes it really nice. And you get these views. We can just drive right out here and car camp, no problem. It's definitely something we want to think about doing in the near future, especially probably during the summer months. Here you see there's a lot of fire pits, and there's one there, and there's one here, and just a great place just to spend the evening, and great views, and be out in the wild. Okay, so a little update here. We just made about a 411-foot mistake. Just realized back there behind us that we're supposed to turn left and up through this little old gate made by trees. And as you see, it's still swampy, still muddy, still a lot of snow. Seems to be getting a little worse even up here where there's huge puddle of water. It almost looks like a little pond in itself. But it looks like we're back on track and working our way up here to the summit. So far it's been really, really easy. It's just an easy fire road. It's just the most challenging part is getting through this stuff right here. It's a little slow going because the last thing you want to do is fall down into that stuff. But it is warming up. And I think the beanie might be coming off very shortly as we get higher here. But that may change because there's a ridge that goes out to the summit. And I think that's going to expose us to a bunch of wind. So we'll see. Work it. Woo! Walking down the road here, came up to this river. Well, it's gonna be a river, lake, pond. We're gonna call it. So we're gonna have to find our way around this one. It's not frozen. I don't know why she's gonna think that she's gonna walk on top of it. But it'd be a good video for all of us if she falls in. So, but now she's cleaning her shoes from her near fall a few minutes ago on the middle of the road there, as it seems to be getting worse as the further or the closer we're getting to the peak. It's getting more and more slippery. So we just left the fire road, heading on this rocky stuff, and from this point on it should be cross country all the way to the summit. Only about just under a mile from the summit, so getting close already. We are off track again. Supposed to be over there, but by about 500 feet, but it's all good. It's such a small, easy hike. It's easy to, fix the mistake and getting back on track. We made it up to the ridge that I pointed out in the beginning of the hike, and we're about just under a half mile straight right up to the peak. Been the same the whole way, even though it's less muddy. There's no water up here. Seems like everything here on the ridge has dried out, and but we do have still snow here. You can see in front of us here. So there is patches of snow, but it seems like there was more snow on the south side of the mountain, which makes complete sense. And so we're gonna be at the peak very soon. All right, we made it to the top of Hickey Mountain. It is beautiful up here. Look at this. Right out here is Woodshoot Mountain, and right on the other side of Marianne here is Humphreys, and all the 10,000s out in Flagstaff out there. And behind us is our home. You can't really see it. This ridge keeps going. It goes a little bit lower, but you can see our house on the other side in Prescott Valley. And on the other side, you can actually see parts of Sedona out there with some of the red rock. And it's so clear. We've got this one cloud here, but that's about it. It is blue skies everywhere, and we even have the moon somewhere up there. Yeah, right there, you can see it. So, and no wind hardly at all up here, maybe 2-3 miles an hour, if that, every once in a while, but basically pretty calm. As I just said that, it starts picking up a little bit here. But yeah, it was a great hike. I mean, for such a local, easy hike, this was well worth it. The views up here are amazing, and I just love that when you have very low expectations about a hike, and then you get out here and it's just killer. It's very surprising. I mean, look at the basin right above my head here. Wow. Really cool. So very happy we made it. And we're not going to stay here very long. We didn't bring any food with us, which is not always a good idea. But we just figured it was going to be a short one, so we didn't bring much out. So. But other than that, we did it. Bye.